Rafik.
Word has spread of your deeds, Altair. It seems you are sincere in your desire to redeem yourself.
I do what I can.
And sometimes you do it well. I assume it is work that reunites us?
Yes. William of Montferrat is my target. What can you tell me of the man himself?
William has been named regent while the king conducts his war. The people see it as a strange choice given the history between Richard and William's son Conrad. But I think Richard rather clever for it.
Clever how?
Richard and Conrad do not see eye to eye on most matters. Though they are civil enough in public, there are whispers that each intends evil upon the other. And then, there was that business with Akkar's captured Saracens. In its wake, Conrad has returned to Tyre, and Richard has compelled William to remain here as his guest.
You mean his hostage?
Whatever you wish to call it, William's presence here should dissuade Conrad from acting out.
I've never been one for politics.
But surely you realize your every action shapes the course of this land's future. You are a politician too, in your own way.
As you wish. Now where would you suggest I begin my search?
Richard's Citadel, southwest of here. Or rather, the market in front of it. You'll find the Cathedral of the Holy Cross in that direction as well. It's a popular place and should be filled with talkative citizens. Finally, try the border to the west, where the Chain and Hospitaller districts meet. That should start you on your way.
Very well. I won't disturb you further.
It's no trouble at all.
Leave now, or I'll make you leave.
Come no further. You die here!
Puisse le Seigneur me donner du fait. You dirty thief! I'll have your hands for that!
اغرب عن وجهي.
Die, heathen!
Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
Dear God! An assassin! Heathen! Where you die! Get out of my way! You won't get away from me! We'll take care of it! You hang your arm side! Lose me! Out of my way! You're out of my way! You think you can lose me? You're a dead man! You're all dead men! Hey, get on that! Behind the Vergiss es! Du wirst dich schon wieder zeigen!
He should stop acting like a child.
You're a fool! Get away from me!
Tu n'as rien à faire ici! Fiche-moi le camp! Your presence annoys me.
You killed that person! I saw you!
Free the lion is near the island! Wir seine Strafe nicht entkommen! In die Rache Gottes! Der Teufel! Ein Wiedergott! Nicht seinem göttlichen Urteil!
They let you come and go as you please. I thought the fortress was closed to all.
Aye, but William wishes to have repairs completed as soon as possible. It's been to our advantage.
The perfect cover. It's clever.
Anyway, I've finished my report and should deliver it.
For once, it seems things might go our way, and not by accident.
Well, the Bible does say God helps those who help themselves.
Nah, it doesn't, actually. That's from one of Aesop's fables. The Bible says quite the opposite, in fact. Many passages of being patient and faithful and waiting for the Lord to decide if he wishes to assist.
Well, I say we've waited long enough.
You'll hear no argument from me.
Very well. I'm off then.
Damn! Where are you? I know you're here somewhere.
What happened here? How dare you! God! Me! Heathen! Cut you down! Don't let him get away! Where's the one responsible for this? I'll get you! This is not good!
Who did this? Show you!
Who did this?
Come!
Please, sir, have any money? Is that no $69?
You'll find everything here, my friend. There's nothing I don't...
No, please, don't leave that. Just a few coins, please.
Fair reason.
Please don't kill me! Please!
I knew you'd hit someone
We
running
are
like
too
that.
soft with our enemies. With one hand we engage them, but the other tries to embrace. What good could come of this when a king cannot decide what he truly wants? But William knows. If you would only listen. And what do we have to show for it? Graves and widows and orphaned sons? King Richard promises a better morrow, unspoiled land and new beginnings, but he's delivered only death. We are too soft with our enemies. With one hand we engage them, but the other tries to embrace. What good could come of this when a king cannot decide what he truly wants? But William knows. If you would only listen. William of Montferrat had a vision. Sole way to end our pain. It's him we should follow. It's him will lead us to victory. We are too soft with our enemies. With one hand we engage them, but the other tries to embrace. What good could come of this when a king cannot decide what he truly wants? But William knows. If you would only listen. And what do we have to show for it? Graves and widows and orphaned sons? King Richard promises a better morrow, unspoiled land and new beginnings, but he's delivered only death. And what do we have to show for it? Graves and widows and orphaned sons? King Richard promises a better morrow, unspoiled land and new beginnings, but he's delivered only death. And what do we have to show for it? Graves and widows and orphaned sons? King Richard promises a better morrow, unspoiled land and new beginnings, but he's delivered only death. William of Montferrat had a vision. saw a way to end our pain. It's him we should follow. It's him will lead us to victory. And what do we have to show for it? Graves and widows and orphaned sons. King Richard promises a better morrow, unspoiled land and new beginnings, but he's delivered only death. We are too soft with our enemies. With one hand we engage them, but the other tries to embrace.
Stay strong, citizens. Remain fixed in your beliefs, though the road is long and your trials many. No. It is his hand that guides our warriors to victory. First in Acre, soon in Jaffa. Be not afraid. Fear and doubt are our enemies. Do not listen to their lies. Poisonous words meant to sow the seeds of confusion. If you find yourself tempted, go and pray. Ask God for direction. If your heart is pure, He will surely answer.
We are too soft with our enemies. With one hand we engage them, but the other tries to embrace. What good could come of this when our king cannot decide what he truly wants? William knows. If you would only listen.
Help! Assassin! Send help!
You are not allowed to be here. Leave.
When you're out of knives, refill your stock.
King Richard promises a better morrow, unspoiled land and new beginnings, but he's delivered only death.
A few coins, all
What do we
right.
have to show for it? Graves, widows and orphaned sons. King Richard promises a better morrow, unspoiled land and new beginnings, but he's delivered only death. William of Montferrat had a vision, saw a way to end our pain. It's him we should follow. It's him will lead us to victory. And what do we have to show for it? Graves and widows and orphaned sons. King Richard promises a better morrow, unspoiled land and new beginnings, but he's delivered.
Qu'est-ce que tu veux? Qu'est-ce qui lui prend?
And what do we have to show for it? Graves and widows and orphaned sons? King Richard promises a better morrow, unspoiled land and new beginnings, but he's delivered only death. And what do we have to show for it? Graves and widows and orphaned sons? King Richard promises a better morrow, unspoiled land and new beginnings,
You're
but he's
somewhere you
delivered only
shouldn't
death.
be. Leave before you get hurt.
And what do we have to show for it? Graves and widows and orphaned sons? King Richard promises a better morrow, unspoiled land and new beginnings, but he's delivered only death.
You're somewhere you shouldn't be. Leave before you get hurt. Leave, peasant, before I make you sing Ma colère sera terrible. Je vais t'étriper.
Take your time. When moving slowly,
William of Montferrat had a vision. Sole way to end our pain. It's him we should follow. It's him will lead us to victory. William of Montferrat had a vision. Sole way to end our pain. It's him we should follow. It's him will lead us to victory. Stand up, friends. Do not allow yourself to be sent to slaughter based on the whims and wishes of an uncertain king. We must rely on men who are stronger in their convictions. Men like William of Montferrat.
What is it that you want?
Stop! Enough! Enough! What is it you want? Gold? I've a few pieces on me. Take them. Take them and go.
It's not gold I seek, but information.
I know nothing.
You know William. Tell me how to reach him.
It's impossible. He meets with the king.
And when will the king be gone?
today. But it won't help you. They're sure to argue, and then William will retire to lecture the soldiers. So it always goes. Richard berates William, William berates his men. He won't see you.
I already told you. I need to see William. I never said he needs to see me.
Then our business is done.
Not yet, I'm afraid. There's one last thing I need from you.
What is it?
Your life.
But he will not succeed, for none can withstand the might of King He is graced by God. It is only a matter of time, friend.
Fortune favors me today. God only knows what foul deeds those men intended to commit. Good of you to arrive when you did, stranger. I'll see to it that my husband hears of your bravery.
Do such an awful thing.
Who killed this person? You done complaining yet? That's all you do!
Help! I need help! Please! Anyone!
Glaubst du wirklich,
You want
dein
it?
Gott schert sich darum, was mit dir passiert? Dein Gott schert sich darum, was mit dir passiert? I'll cut you down!
ردوها علي.
Take it down! Bin die Rache Gottes! Du bist mine! Leave this place!
Use free running to escape from a fight.
Don't do that again!
Could I? Such a strange man.
You have no business here. Leave.
You're a dead man!
Brûlera en enfer!
Can't run forever!
Brûlera en enfer!
Keep up with him! Don't let him get away! You think you can outrun me? You'll never get away! Stay on him! Don't let him outrun you! Don't lose! You're mine! Move and be trampled!
Is that the last of them? I hope so. Still, best not to take any chances. I'll hurry home. Don't think I'll leave it again anytime soon, either. You've done me a kindness, young man. Be assured I won't forget it. What happened? There's a murderer loose. He should stop acting like a child. Good Lord.
Who did this? Show yourself! Heathen, you'll pay dearly! What happened here?
Be not afraid. Fear and doubt are the weapons of our enemies. Do not listen to their lies. Poisonous words meant to sow the seeds of confusion. If you find yourself tempted, go and pray. Ask God for direction. If your heart is pure, He will surely answer. The Saracens are routed at every turn.
Death to the
We've a murderer nearby.
The road is long and your trials many. Know that God watches over you. It is His hand that guides our warriors to victory. First in Acre, soon in Jaffa.
Safety and peace, brother. Although it seems I'll be receiving neither.
Stand firm.
Serves me right, I suppose.
Do not
Got a bit careless and now William sent his bowmen after me. I deal with them myself, but to be honest, I lack the skill. Would you be willing to seek them out and kill them? I might have something useful for you, were you to accept. But be careful not to let them see you.
provide aid to the wounded. Pray for those who sacrifice in service to the Lord. We must all
No, you don't
do our
understand. I'm
part.
poor, sir. I need the money. The family's
Plagues upon Saladin.
Oh,
Plagues upon
I
his
wonder if
people.
anyone was hurt.
We came in peace to the Holy Land to spread the message of our Lord, but they turned away. They refused to accept him as their savior. These men hold and so blessed Richard, King and Savior.
After the assassin! You'll never get away! You're mine!
Please, sir, have any money? No, please, don't leave like this. Just a few coins, please.
The archers still live, Altair. Return to me when this is no longer the case.
A plague upon Saladin!
sir, I
A
beg of you,
plague
just
upon
a few
his people!
coins, please.
We came in peace to the Holy Land to spread the message of our Lord, but they turned away. They refused to accept him as their savior. These men and so blessed
So we've a murderer here. Leave, peasant, before I make you.
I wonder if he's being chased by
Fear and doubt are the weapons of our enemies. Do not listen to their lies. Poisonous words meant to sow the seeds of confusion. If you find yourself tempted, go and pray. Ask God for direction. If your heart is...
The archers still live,
He
Altair.
will sure
Return to me when this is no longer the case.
The Saracens are
So
routed
hungry,
at
just a
every
little
turn.
money, I beg of
We
you.
cast them out of Acre and pushed them from the countryside. Now they retreat to the south, begging Saladin to save them. But he will not succeed, for none can withstand the might of King Richard's army. He is my God. It is only a matter of time, friend. You fool, I could have died.
Thank you, Altair. I can once more move freely through the city. In exchange for your aid, take this map I prepared. It shows where William has stationed his other archers. Most useful should you find yourself inside his fortress.
Hordes of heathen warriors gather at our gates. But God is also merciful, and our past misdeeds may be forgotten.
A few coins, all I ask for is but a few coins.
Back again, Altair. Always in need of a hand to do your dirty work. This time, Al-Mualim did not order anything. It is just for my own pleasure that I ask you to find some Masyaf flags I've hidden in Richard's district. Since I am a loyal assassin unlike others, I will tell you what people are saying in Akka. It is important information. But this time, try to come back to me faster than the first time.
What's wrong with him?
You are not allowed to be here. Leave. What's that fool doing?
No, you don't understand. I'm poor, sir. It's the money.
Maudit voleur! Je te ferai trancher la main! Bandit, j'aurai ta peau! Maudit voleur! Je te ferai trancher la main!
Why are you doing this? Look at my sword!
Voleur! Tu paieras cher pour tes crimes!
How about you turn around and go away? When you run without looking.
I should kill you where you stand.
Let me show you everything. Leave me alone! Could you please be very careful? At my age, the simplest of accidents can be deadly.
Maudit voleur! Je te ferai trancher la main!
I knew you could not accomplish my challenge. You have not finished yet. Go.
Is there a reason for him to do that?
Diebstahl wird mit dem Tode bestraft!
Your
Leave this place! When is he gonna stop this nonsense?
Elender Dieb! Du wirst sterben!
That was not very nice.
Diebstahl wird mit dem
Just
Tode
run into that
bestraft!
person.
Oh! Oh!
I wonder if anyone was hurt. Please be more careful.
I knew you could not accomplish my challenge. You have not finished yet. Go.
That hurt. That really hurt. Why would anyone want to do that?
Diebstahl wird mit dem Tode bestraft!
I've never seen someone do that before.
Was willst du? Er ist ein toter Mann! Lasst ihn entfliehen! Lasst ihn nicht! You're somewhere you should be. Konnte er euch glauben? Er ist hier! Er ist hier! Er ist hier! Konnte er euch glauben? Wird seine Strafe nicht entkommen! There he goes! Stop him! Don't let him outrun you! Où te caches-tu? Le voilà! Il se va m'échapper! Leave this place! You'll die for that! Read assassin! You have no business here. Leave. Leave, peasant, before I make Leave, peasant.
Use the action view to gather information about it.
I need money, sir. I'm poor, I'm sick and hungry. Let me go, please.
Elender Dieb!
Fiche le camp.
Hold you down!
Pire. What?
Trying to fight us?
This is where you die.
Fortune favors me today. God only knows what foul deeds those men intended to commit. Good of you to arrive when you did, stranger. I'll see to it that my husband hears of your bravery.
Oh, dear. How could this have happened?
Come, people, come see what I'm after.
What was that you called us before, eh, heathen?
Tu ne peux pas faire attention, imbécile.
Leave me alone!
Je parie qu'il nous observe en ce moment.
Essaie de t'approcher pour voir.
Einmal schon habt ihr ihn verloren. Lasst ihn nicht noch einmal entfliehen. Stop. You must not trespass here. You die here! You'll die for that! come no further.
Your life ends now!
I'll have your head!
How much longer must this go on?
You are not allowed to be somewhere you shouldn't be. Leave before you get hurt.
Prévenez-moi si vous l'apercevez. Please, I've done nothing wrong. Why are you doing this?
Was willst du?
Help! Help! Please! Anyone!
Way hacked.
Thank you, my boy. I only wish my sons were half as brave as you. I'll see to it that they hear this tale and know what it is to be a true hero.
Je parie qu'il nous observe en ce moment.
You omen.
He wants to kill me!
Oh, dear. How could
Assassin! Stop it! I have been here! You're mine!
Your life is now!
Ramenez-le-moi! Ramenez-le-moi! You
Someone tell me why he's doing that.
We cast them out of Acre and pushed them from the countryside. Now they retreat to the south, begging savages.
Damn fool must be out of his mind.
He's gonna hurt himself, and when he does, I won't help him.
Lend me your ear for a moment, Altair. William of Montferrat has replaced many of the district's honest merchants with men loyal to his cause. He seeks to weaken faith in King Richard by overcharging honest citizens for poorly crafted goods. These corrupt merchants must be removed. Find their stands and destroy them.
Watch yourself!
Don't you know you've already lost? Don't you know you've already lost? Die Rache Gottes! Come back here!
Selecting the hidden blade during fight will allow you to...
Let me your ear for the moment, Altair. William of Montferrat has replaced many of the district's honest merchants with men loyal to his cause. He seeks to weaken faith in King Richard by overcharging honest citizens for poorly crafted goods. These corrupt merchants must be removed. Find their stands and destroy them.
Did you not see me here? I beg of you, just a few coins, please!
Watch yourself, fool!
I need food. I'm
You had no right to do that.
Filthy assassin! Die! I'll hunt you down! You think you can outrun Je vais libérer ton âme. God, come quickly. Ton âme brûlera en enfer. You win! Are you? You do not want to do that again.
I'm not hurt, but I was...
Oh!
William's wicked scheme continues. Return to me when it's been dealt with.
Much to sell. Assassin!
Assassin! Assassin! Are you?
This is an ill...
Who did this? Show yourself.
Thank you for the help, Altair. It may seem a small thing you've done today, but it's important nonetheless. This bit of paper should prove useful when you finally face William.
My friend, watch yourself. That will cost you your life.
Rien à faire ici. Dis-moi le camp. Qu'est-ce qu'il a à courir comme ça?
I will make you bleed! I'm catching up to you! I have your head! He found the tire! You're done for! Just him up! Waste of my time! Hard like a rat, then. All them! Most next to!
Altair, what brings you back so soon?
I've done as asked and armed myself with knowledge.
Speak, and I will judge.
William's host is large and many men call him master, but he's not without enemies. He and King Richard do not see eye to eye.
It's true, they've never been close.
This works to my advantage. Richard's visit has upset him. Once the king has left, William will retreat into his fortress to brood. He'll be distracted. That's when I will strike.
You're sure of this?
As sure as I can be. And if things change, I'll adapt.
Then I give you leave to go. End the life of Montferrat, that we may call this city free.
I'll return when the deed's been done.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
not trespass here.
This place is restricted. Be gone!
He punishes us. Sends hordes of heathen warriors to gather at our gates. But God is also merciful, and our past misdeeds may be forgotten. All we need do is ask. And so I say to you, repent. Lay down before him and confess your sins. He will forgive. Such is his nature. And beg forgiveness we must, for only when our hearts and minds are cleansed can victory. Be strong, stand firm, do not give up. Without our support, Richard and his men cannot hope to free the Holy Land.
3,000 souls, William. I was told they would be held as prisoners and used to barter for the release of our men.
The Saracens would not have honored their end of the bargain. You know this to be true. I did you a favor.
Oh, yes. A great favor indeed. Now our enemies will be that much stronger in their convictions. Fight that much harder.
I know our enemy well. They will not be emboldened, but filled with fear.
Tell me, how is it you know the intentions of our enemies so well? You who forsake the field of battle to play politics?
I did what was right, what was just.
You swore an oath to uphold the work of God, William. But that is not what I see here. No. I see a man who's trampled it.
Your words are most unkind, my liege. I would hope I might have earned your trust by now.
You are Arca's regent, William, set to rule in my stead. How much more trust is required? Perhaps you'd like my crown.
You missed the point! This is nothing new.
Much as I'd like to waste my day trading words with you, I've a war to fight. We'll have to continue this another time.
Do not let me delay you then, Your Grace. I fear there will be no place for men like him in the New World. Send word that I wish to speak with the troops. We must ensure that everyone is doing their part. Warn them that any negligence would be severely punished. I'm in no mood to be trifled with today.
Yes, my lord.
The rest of you, follow me.
Kiss the car.
Vad vet du?
That hurt. That really hurt.
No, what are you doing? Leave, peasant, before I make you. You've no reason to be here. Leave now.
Prévenez-moi si vous l'apercevez.
Men, gather round. Heed well what I have to say.
Prévenez-moi si vous l'apercevez. Stop. You must
I
not
come from
trespass
speaking
here.
with the king.
Il n'a
And
pas
the
quitté
news
la
is
ville.
grim.
Alors restez où
We
vous
stand accused of failing in our
reason
duties.
to be here.
He does not
Leave now.
recognize
Billy
the
King
value
Goodfellow.
of our contributions to the cause.
Not allowed. Leave.
Hold your tongue. Aye, he speaks falsely, but his words are not without some merit. For these grounds, it is easy to find fault, to see imperfection. I fear we have grown slack and never.
We are committed. Why do you say this?
I see the way you train. You lack conviction and focus. You gossip and gamble. Tasks set to you are left unfulfilled or poorly performed. This ends today. I will not suffer further degradation at his hands. For whether or not you see it, and you should, this is your fault. You've brought shame upon us all. Skill and dedication are what won us Ark, and they will be required to keep it. I have been too lenient, it seems. But no more. You will train harder and more often. If this means missing sleep, so be it. And should you fail in these tasks, you will learn the true meaning of discipline. Bring them forward. If I must make examples of some of you to ensure obedience, so be it. The two of you stand accused of whoring and drinking while on duty. What say you to these charges?
My lord, please.
Leave this place.
You are a You'll be dead soon. Come back here.
You deserve to die! Guards, seal the fortress. Do not let the assassin leave here alive.
Rest now. Your schemes are at an end.
What do you know of my work?
I know that you are going to murder Richard and claim Akka for your son Conrad.
For Conrad, my son is an arse, unfit to lead his host, let alone a kingdom. And Richard, the Ancien is no better, blinded as he is by faith in the insubstantial. Acre does not belong to either of them.
Then who?
The city belongs to its people.
How can you claim to speak for the citizens? You stole their food, disciplined them without mercy, forced them into service under you.
Everything I did to prepare them for the new world. Stole their food? No. I took possession so that when the lean times came, it might be rationed properly. Look around. My district is without crime, save those committed by you and your ilk. And as for the conscription, they were not being trained to fight. They were being taught the merits of order and discipline. These things are hardly evil.
No matter how noble you believe your intentions, these acts are cruel and cannot continue.
We'll see how sweet they are, the fruits of your labors. You do not free the cities as you believe, but rather damn them. And in the end, you'll have only yourself to blame. You who speak of good intentions.
I'm catching up to you!
Hör auf, du könntest mir entfliehen! Drüben!
Amenez-le-moi! You won't get away from me! Amenez-le-moi! Die for that!
Use the action view to gather information about him.
Was ist mit mir, du Narr? Kannst nicht kriegen! Ma colère sera terrible. Je vais t'étriper.
Don't you know you've already got? I'm far better than
Ein Diener Gottes.
You die here!
Les flammes de l'enfer vont te dévorer. Je te tiens. Wird dir niemals vergeben.
You'll never get away!
Je vais libérer ton âme. Ton âme brûlera en enfer. Il va droit dans une impasse. Attrapez-le. Il s'écoule. Prenez-le bien.
Les flammes de l'enfer vont purifier ton âme!
Pour la gloire du Seigneur!
You'll be dead soon! You know you've already lost.
He's an assassin! Il y a un assassin dans les parages.
What news?
William of Montferrat is dead, and with him his plans for betrayal.
You've done well keeping Akka from his hands.
But why now, when the Crusaders require unity most? Could have waited.
Waited for what? For Richard to return and discover his schemes? No. It was the perfect time for him to strike.
Strange. I was sure he meant to take Akka for Conrad, yet he claimed this was not his plan.
You cannot trust the words of a snake, which even in death produces venom.
I should discuss this with Al-Muallim.
Yes, my friend. Make haste for Masyaf. I am sure he is eager for news.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one. Jar carriers can easily break your cover if you cause them to drop a bit.
Come, Altair. I would have news of your progress.
I've done as you've asked.
Good, good. I sense your thoughts are elsewhere. Speak your mind.
Each man I'm sent to kill speaks cryptic words to me. Each time I come to you and ask for answers. Each time you give only riddles in exchange, but no more.
Who are you to say no more?
I'm the one who does the killing. If you want it to continue, you'll speak straight with me for once.
Tread carefully, boy. I do not like your tone.
And I do not like your deception.
I have offered you a chance to restore your lost honor.
Not lost. Taken. By you. And then you've sent me to fetch it again like some damn dog.
It seems I'll need to find another. A shame. You showed great potential.
I think if you had another, you'd have sent him long ago. You said the answer to my question would arise when I no longer needed to ask it. So I will not ask. I demand you tell me what binds these men.
What you say is true. These men are connected by a blood oath not unlike our own.
Who are they?
Non nobis, domine non nobis.
Templars.
Now you see the true reach of Robert de Sade.
All of these men, leaders of cities, commanders of armies.
All pledge allegiance to his cause.
Their works are not meant to be viewed on their own, are they? But as a whole, what do they desire?
Conquest. They seek the Holy Land not in the name of God, but for themselves.
What of Richard? Salah ad-Din?
Any who oppose the Templars will be destroyed. Be assured they have the means to accomplish it.
Then they must be stopped.
That is why we do our work, Altair. To ensure a future free of such things.
Why did you hide the truth from me?
That you might pierce the veil yourself. Like any task, knowledge precedes action. Information learned is more valuable than information given. Besides, Your recent behavior had not inspired much confidence.
I see.
Altair, your mission has not changed. Merely the context within which you perceive it.
And armed with this knowledge, I might better understand those Templars that remain.
Is there anything else you want to know?
What about the treasure Malik retrieved from Solomon's temple? Robert seemed desperate to have it back.
In time, Altair, all will become clear. Just as the role of the Templars has revealed itself to you, so too will the nature of their treasure. For now, take comfort in the fact that it is not in their hands, but ours.
If this is your desire.
It is. You are restored another rank. Take back your weapon. Use it to bring honor to the Brotherhood. Altair, before you go...
Yes?
How did you know I wouldn't kill you?
Truth be told, Master, I didn't. I took a leap of faith.
When you are exposed, throwing soldiers from rooftops and into structures is a useful way to create an escape route.